Well, you're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, the old Bookhouse Cinema has new owners and a new name. Our very own Melissa Alexis gives us a glimpse into the building upgrades.
Also, how a Joplin project aims to connect the community.
And we've got scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. We're going to talk about all of that here in just a few minutes.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Snowy.
And I'm Chris Warner. It is just after 7 a.m. on this Wednesday, November the 13th. It's the second time I've tried to call it Thursday. Something about Thursday, I don't know. But welcome.
Maybe it's Wednesday, yeah. You never know.
It is Wednesday. Don't let me confuse you. It is Wednesday. We do have some showers and storms out there, and we're going to talk about them in a minute. But I do want to emphasize to folks, there's some loud storms. We're getting a lot of lightning with these.
Right.
They are not severe, nor are we expecting severe weather, which is great news. We'll talk more about those in just a moment. But first, you're going to have a nice place to go and relax and maybe watch a movie soon.
Certainly, yes. Royal Cinema Lounge in Joplin will soon be opening its doors to the community.
Now, the new owners are taking over the old Bookhouse Cinema location. KOAM's Melissa Alexis has more.
We want it to be a space that this city feels safe when they're here.
Nathan Hurley, co-owner of Royale Cinema Lounge, looks forward to bringing both an indoor and outdoor cinema to Joplin.
We're hoping to play movies people have missed, whether it's independent films from a few months ago or a movie from the 70s that you maybe never heard of, or like a movie that you feel like you should watch that's not in theaters, like A Space Odyssey or The Shining.
Late night space here in Joplin that isn't necessarily a bar.
Royale Cinema Lounge replaces Bookhouse Cinema, but like Bookhouse, they plan to continue showing independent movies and classical films.
We really want to carry the heart of what they had, which was like a heart for film, and we want there to be a movie for everybody.
Be like the significant third space it was, carry on that and even broaden it.
They will also have a lounge space where people can choose from a selection of movies to watch on a VCR.
If you don't want to watch what we have on the big screen, we want to have the option to put in whatever you want on that side.
They plan to show a different genre of movie each day of the week.
There would be a movie for everybody, so it'll be kind of like a community oriented. Like if you show up here and tell me you want to watch a movie, I can probably make it happen, you know, if not that day, but soon.
And soon they plan to open. Their goal is by December. Reporting in Joplin, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
The space will also be available for people to rent.
Certainly an exciting opportunity out there. It's a great location, too. It's in the historic Easttown neighborhood, a great location, and there's other things to visit if you're in the Easttown neighborhood along Langston Hughes and Broadway there. Lots of places.
Check it out,
you can
go watch a movie.
All sorts of fun stuff. There's lots of fun stuff to do in every community. I guarantee it.
Yes.
I've taken my family to Columbus. There's plenty of things to do across the 4 states. Today, maybe not the day to get out there and do that, but just keep that in mind. If you get bored on a nice sunny day, you can go out and do some stuff. But this morning, we have showers and thunderstorms to contend with. Let's start with a quick look from our camera downtown Pittsburgh. Now, earlier we had it kind of pointed toward the north, toward Fort Scott. But again, we're getting more daylight, so the the lightning in the clouds, a little harder to see as the sun comes up because the clouds get a little washed out. But we got more showers and storms off to the west of Pittsburgh that'll eventually make their way in. Round 1 kind of missed Pittsburgh off to the north, and really it's looking like it may even miss Fort Scott, but it's kind of joining now with round 2. MoDOT camera 20th and range line in Joplin. It is cloudy, but no rain in the city as of yet, and here's why, because it's still off to the west. So this was round 1, which is now joined up with round 2. Round 2 has kind of picked up here in the last half hour or so. Now, it's not severe. Please understand, when I say it's picked up, it's not severe. I'm just saying it's broadened out. There's some heavier rain and a bit more lightning with this activity. And remember, even if the storms aren't severe, the lightning's still dangerous, still deadly. We have showers and storms now rolling into Bourbon County, up toward Lynn County and Mound City. But take a look. The gray colors on these lightning strikes mean that they're old. They're several minutes old, and we're not seeing white ones that are new. What we are seeing is intensification and new lightning strikes taking place south of Chanute, southwest of Parsons, southeast of Independence. And so that's something else to keep an eye on. And you see these little pink colors, some pea-sized hails possible with these storms. But again, nothing severe expected. But they stretch all the way down 169, now into pretty much all of Newata County. So from Coffeyville, Newata, down to Claremore, Skiatook just to the east of there. Bartlesville, you're clearing out. Now here's the deal. If you're behind this line, you're done. This is it. There's no other shower and thunderstorm activity off to the west. You'll just be cloudy for a while before this all clears out. All of this, again, lifting off to the north and east, and it will eventually push into parts of more further into northeast Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri as we go through the morning. Future tracks still showing, though, by noon. Whatever's left is now mainly on the Missouri side, and by about 2 o'clock, it's out of here. We're just left with the cloud cover, which will begin to clear out as we head into the late evening hours. A very quick check of temperatures for you. We've got 50s for most of us, low to mid 50s. Monette, Cassville, a little cooler, mid 40s. We should be in the upper 30s, so we're all above normal. Upper 50s, low 60s today. Storms clear out, mostly cloudy into the evening. Clouds clearing overnight and breezy. West winds today gusting 25, maybe 30 miles an hour. We're going to get chilly, then we're going to warm up, and then we're going to get really darn cold. We're going to talk about all that in the full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, the Pittsburgh mayor says the city is strong and growing in the annual State of the City address. Mayor Stu Hyde gave Pittsburgh residents insights into the city's progress during yesterday's address at Memorial Auditorium. The mayor cited a number of new developments in the city, and those include the expansion of Pitt Plastic, completion of the downtown redevelopment plan, the start of a new housing needs plan, improved park security, and the launch of the city trash collection service.
I do think the fact that the city got into the solid waste management, I think that's a major accomplishment to get that done in really, 6 months or less. I mean, we bought equipment, we had to buy 2 brand new trucks, we had to buy the containers, we had to get the information out to the citizens, and they've responded. 1,800 and growing households that we're serving currently.
The mayor also highlighted new healthcare facilities, including recent developments with Mercy Pittsburgh. Well, groundbreaking in Joplin celebrates what officials hope will be a step towards a more connected city. City leaders joined with Allo Fiber to mark the beginning of a multi-million-dollar project, which will bring 100% fiber optic options for internet, TV, and phone plans. KOAM's Samantha Walker has more on how project leaders believe this will help Joplin grow.
Ground has officially broken for a new fiber optic system in Joplin that hopes to better connect the community. The company Allo Fiber offers 100% fiber internet, TV, and phone services in dozens of cities across Arizona, Colorado, and Nebraska. Joplin will be the company's first in Missouri.
Quite often, communities that we go into are behind the average on internet speeds, other things with technology.
Allo is investing $40 million into the project, while the city of Joplin is putting forward $5 million. Joplin city leaders say the fiber system will help meet the demands of the community.
Being able to bring this connectivity and this fiber optic cable to everybody is going to be a game changer. Our life is not going to be the same anymore. We're going to be able to get online. There's not going to be any buffering. We're going to be able to get the information we need.
Allo Fiber started work in Joplin earlier this month. Workers are focusing on what will be the company's central offices in Joplin, where the fiber optics will spiderweb out of. There will be 2 of those offices in the city, as city leaders wanted to ensure that if anything happened to one center, another would still likely be able to operate. Work on this project is expected to take 2 to 3 years, and construction will be seen all across the city. Project leaders have divided Joplin into a grid, with each square consisting of 1,000 rooftops of homes, businesses, and government buildings. Residents and business owners will be alerted to future work in their neighborhoods by a mailed postcard. The Allo Fiber CEO and Joplin city leaders say while the next few years will see some big changes, they believe the work will be worth it in the end.
It is disruptive, but we'll be bringing up customers 6 to 8 months from now. This is a utility. This will last for 30 to 50 years.
Reporting in Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
And those are our top news stories this half hour. Coming up next, hear how the Chili and Soup fundraiser helps those who are blind or visually impaired. Welcome back. Stephanie Mann from the Joplin Association for the Blind and Low Vision is with us this morning with an invitation to this year's Chili and Soup fundraiser. Good morning and welcome to you.
Thank you.
Thank
you for having me.
Happy to have you. So for those who might not know, briefly just talk to me about the Joplin Association for the Blind and Low Vision Impaired.
Okay, we not only help blind individuals, but we can help people with limited vision and say they've seen their eye doctor and have glasses, but yet they still need just a little bit of magnification or something to help them be able to read or do whatever it is they want to do, you know, like read a recipe or something like that, or see a child's face. So we're there for them after that to be able to give them magnification that would help them be able to continue to read or whatever it is they want to do.
Fantastic, important work. And to be able to do that, you need to raise some funds from time to time.
Yes, ma'am.
So talk to me about this event that's going on, this Chili and Soup fundraiser.
Yeah, this is our annual Chili and Soup fundraiser. We will have, it's served from 11 in the morning till 7 in the evening. And it's $8 for adults and $4 for children under 12. We will, I like to say that we would be able to deliver, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to. Our gal has COVID.
Oh no.
so we're down one.
Yes.
So that, you know, that will affect us quite a bit, I'm thinking today, or Thursday, but this event will be tomorrow on Thursday, and we'd love to have you come out and support us. We have vans that we transport our people in who don't have ways of getting in, and we serve lunches on Tuesdays for the blind and visually impaired of the area. So you know, we do need to raise funds to help us with our low vision and our transportation and be able to have these people in on a weekly basis.
Absolutely. And you mentioned to me briefly that you've been here for 35 years, and this has been going on for 35 years. Yes. How have you seen events like this help impact community members that you're helping through this organization?
Oh my, it has grown so much since back in '89. Even the facility that we were in, so it was so much smaller at that time, and we outgrew that about 6-7 years after I got there. We were outgrowing the facility, so then we built another facility which is much larger and doing, you know, being able to help more individuals. So, you know, the word is out, because the doctors are aware of it, so they send them from just about everywhere now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Happy to have you.
Thank
Good luck
you.
on tomorrow's event. For more information, you can head to their website, jaforblind.org. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is about to be 7:18 on this Wednesday morning. We're starting with the Skywatch Storm Tracker because we've got this line of showers and storms. Now, nothing severe, though some pea-sized hail is possible. So what's happened here is we had 3 separate batches of showers and storms about two hours ago. Now we've got one big line. Number 3 absorbed into the southern portion of round 2. Round 2 absorbed into the portion of round 1. And we've got this big snake of showers and thunderstorms that stretches all across our viewing area down toward Tulsa. We're going to start in Oklahoma, Lenape, Nowata, Oologah, Chelsea, all getting in on shower and thunderstorm activity. All of this continuing to lift off to the northeast. And eventually it'll get into Veneta, Miami. We're going to watch Grove. It may be just to the north of you, but still keep an eye out for these thunderstorms. Coffeyville, you're in the middle of it. Independence, you've been getting it all morning long, so is Coffeyville, honestly. And then we head back up, and you see how it just kind of notches and curves around. So now back into Parsons and Erie along 59, stretching just to the east of Chanute into southeastern Kansas. Now, again, if you're behind this line, you're pretty well done. It's over. Rain is done. We go up to the north. Girard, you will be up next. Pittsburgh eventually as well. Fort Scott, Round one was actually set to miss Fort Scott just a hair to the north. Not going to happen now that it's all grouped together. Mound City, you're about to get right in it. Iola, you're still in some showers, but it is exiting. Same in Yates Center. So Fredonia, Howard, Sedan, Webster, you guys are clear from this line, but if you are ahead of it, obviously not quite done. And look at the lightning. And that's the thing, is all morning long, even in the individual groups, these storms have cycled up and down in terms of the lightning intensity. And right before we went on the air, we did a lightning strike count, 76 lightning strikes, but that's this entire batch of storms. So still remember, even though the storms aren't severe, nor are they expected to be, lightning dangerous and deadly. You don't want to mess with it. And I know a lot of folks, especially ahead of this line, we're getting ready for school. We're waiting on the bus. We're heading out for work right in the middle of this stuff moving in. So just be careful out there. Don't play around with the lightning. Now this line did stretch down to I-40. It's kind of broken up. So we're going to have to see just exactly how this south end works. But at most, we're still going to get it right along the I-44 corridor. So that's going to be maybe, let's say, from Goodman north. And so we're talking just a few miles on the south side of I-44. So maybe down to Monette, Mount Vernon, points north, unless it redevelops again off to the south. Now, again, the one consistency here is by noon, bulk of what's left on the Missouri side, and by about 2 o'clock, it's done. It's over. It's gone. We're just left with mostly cloudy skies. Skies will begin to clear from west to east late this evening into the overnight hours. It's going to get cold, but these are where we should be. These temperatures are about average. We should be in the upper 30s out there. We're not average right now, though. I'm not average either, but that's neither here nor there. 52 is where we're at in Joplin. Still looking at the clouds from our camera at 7th and Range Line, and temperatures around the region a little cool off to the southeast still. Monette, Cassville, 40s. Everyone else, low to mid 50s out there. So again, scattered showers, thunderstorms through the morning. Not a lot of movement on temperatures. Only 4 degrees in 4 hours. It's a degree an hour. 54 to start, 58 by 11 a.m. Some of us will stop in the upper 50s for our highs. Others maybe make the low 60s. Normal temperatures again, or at least close to on Thursday. Warming up into the weekend, showers and storms Sunday and Monday, and then an Arctic air mass, more rain next week, and temperatures well below normal. Lows in the 30s, highs upper 40s and low 50s. That's Check Your Forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Well, Fostering Connections is preparing for its Christmas event for kids in December. Now, Lacey Nicholson is with us this morning to share how you can make a difference in the lives of kids in foster care. Welcome to you. Thank you so much for being with us. So, Lacey, talk to me a little bit for those who might not know about what Fostering Connections is and what they do.
Sure. We are a local nonprofit. We started in 2018, and we started after opening our own home to children in care, just realizing the gaps sometimes in the system that occur that agencies just sometimes don't have the time or the money, the funds for. And so we started with events, and right now we do about 2 to 4 events per month. We partner with churches and businesses, and we serve between 75 and 100 children per month.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And through these events, especially during the holidays, talk to me about how important it is to have, holiday events and just community for kids in the foster system.
Sure. Community is important because a lot of times these kids have never had a sense of community, or they've never been to an event where they were able to go to the pumpkin patch and it be a free fun event where they could just be a kid, or they've never been able to give gifts to their family members and feel like they actually have something to give to 6 to 8 of their family members, like they'll be able to at our Christmas event.
Absolutely. So talk to me a little bit more about this Christmas event. Now, it's in December, and there are ways that the public can help if they want to. Talk to me about that.
Sure. For our Christmas event, it's December 7th and on a Saturday morning, and we partner with many local churches to put on this event. And so the kids get to come and they get to make and take on average like 6 to 8 different crafts or gifts that they can take and give to the family members. And then they also can have a gift of their own from Fostering Connections. They'll be given a gift of their own that day. So businesses or organizations, individuals can certainly donate Christmas gifts to us by the end of November. And they can go on our website and check out the events tab, and all of our events are there, including the Christmas event as well.
Fantastic. And what is that website, just so people know?
Sure. FosteringConnectionsKS.org.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Happy to have you. Of course, we'll have more information later on today on our website, KOAMNewsNow.com. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:29. I'm Elise Snowy. Well, here's something you don't get very often, some good news regarding your gas bill. After approval from the Missouri Public Service Commission, Spire gas customers will see a significant bill decrease starting Friday. Now, the decrease is due to a new adjustment approved by the commission that reflects lower gas prices and the recovery of deferred costs from the 2021 winter storm. Assuming normal usage, the average monthly bill will drop by $18.70 for the typical Spire residential customer in western Missouri. Now, for eastern Missouri, the average monthly bill will decrease by $15.86. Well, Fort Scott announces a new home for its branch of the Department of Children and Families. They say the new building is a modern workspace designed with DCF employees and clients in mind. It's intended to provide convenient access to residents of Fort Scott and the surrounding area. Next Tuesday, the community is invited out to celebrate the service center opening with a ribbon cutting ceremony. The new building is at 10 South National Avenue. Now let's check in with Chris for a look at the forecast.
Thunderstorms across the area this morning. Taking a live look from our camera downtown Pittsburgh. You saw it shaking. It's because it is also breezy out there. Winds will be shifting out of the west, gusting 25, 30 miles an hour. There's the line of storms. Those are the clouds ahead of those storms getting ready to roll into the Pittsburgh area in the next half hour or so. MoDOT camera 20th in range line. Again, looking at the cloud cover out there. No rain in Joplin or in Pittsburgh yet, but we do have this line of storms that is on its way. Now, we had 3 different sections of storms that have all merged together in the last, say, 45 minutes to form this big line of storms. Now, the good news, no severe weather. Could get some pea-sized hail with some of these storms, but nothing severe. But there's a lot of lightning. The last count was 76 about 10 minutes ago, and then just a few minutes ago, we're up to 100 lightning strikes with this. But you see, we're starting to get a lot more dark grays. So some of the lightning's coming down in parts of this. But Fort Scott, you're probably hearing the thunder. It's off to your westbound city. You're getting into it. Parsons, you're still in it. Now, if you're behind this line, you're done. This is it. This is all we're getting. Down into Oklahoma. Nowata to Veneta along 60, getting in on the shower and thunderstorm activity, and this is going to eventually roll into Miami. My gosh, I have never done that, and I apologize to everyone in Miami. I have never, ever said that. I apologize. Miami. You're up next. Grove, Jay, depending on how this southern end holds up. Now, see, we're getting new development by Locust Grove. The southern end of this began to die out, but we're starting to see some recycling out there. So we'll see exactly. In fact, there's some of that recycling now north of I-40. This had all faded, but it's coming back. But either way, all this activity lifting off to the north and to the east, and it will eventually make its way into Missouri. And then again on the future track by about the noon, most of the rain on the Missouri side, and by about 2 o'clock, it is gone. We're left with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures right now, we've got 40s, low to mid 50s for most of us out there. We're going to look at upper 50s, low 60s for high, cloudy skies, and then clearing late this evening. We'll have another look at your forecast and apologize profusely to the people of Miami here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, if you're currently taking a prescription for medication, you may soon face difficulties in getting it filled. The nation is grappling with a growing shortage of pharmacists, and Missouri is particularly affected, ranking among the lowest in pharmacist-to-population ratios compared to neighboring states. KOAM's Lonnie Walton has the story.
Eventually, everyone will notice that there's not enough pharmacists.
Carrie Warholock is the dean at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. She says there is a significantly low enrollment for pharmacy students, particularly in Missouri.
We've analyzed all the states that touch us, and there's quite a few of them. And all those states, we looked at per capita, how many people they're getting into pharmacy school. And Missouri is next to the bottom.
Warholock says this will affect anyone on medication because it could lead to a shortage of pharmacists. But why is this?
It will be even more pronounced here in Missouri because we have an aging pharmacist workforce, and many pharmacists are eligible for retirement, and more will be in the next couple of years.
Brady Smith is a pharmacist at Alps Pharmacy in Anderson, Missouri. He isn't short currently, but he knows how it feels when he is.
It's hard not to take that home with you because you were worked for 8 or 9 hours a day, and then you go home and you're just exhausted from running around like crazy.
Warlock believes the field is crucial, but if we don't make changes, things could get worse.
Coming up soon, the entire country is getting ready to be the underserved when it comes to pharmacists.
Smith is hopeful and says he would recommend his job to aspiring students any day.
Encourage students to get into pharmacy because it's an awesome field. You get to talk with patients every day, you get to counsel them. You're the most accessible healthcare provider, and by doing that, you really get to make a difference in patients' lives.
Reporting in Anderson, Missouri, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Let's look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. A California man is teaching art to provide freedom to men who thought they couldn't find it. Well, if you're into fashion and looking to give towards a great cause, then look no further than the Special Olympics' second annual Sip and Shop Fashion Show. We have Olivia Ryan from the Special Olympics of Southeast Kansas with us this morning to share more about this exciting event. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being with us. So for those who might not be familiar with Special Olympics Southeast Kansas, talk to me a little bit about what the organization entails and how it benefits people.
Definitely. So Special Olympics Kansas covers statewide. The Southeast region covers 12 counties. We have about 20 different events that go on during the year and serve over 500, 600 athletes around the area, which is amazing. Here in the Southeast, we're a nonprofit, so we really focus on trying to give as much as we can to our athletes and their experiences. So we're doing that through a really fun fundraiser that involves the athletes, a Sip and Shop fashion show fundraiser.
Yes, so exciting. Now this is next week. You said next Thursday. This is the second annual one. Talk to me about what the Sip and Shop fashion show is and especially how it gets members of Special Olympics involved.
Definitely. So we have 10 different local businesses that are coming to set up at the Bicknell from 6 to 8 on November 21st. And each of those local businesses will have about 3 Special Olympics athletes assigned to them where they will be modeling their clothing in the theater in front of everybody. So you'll, as an attendee, you'll come and you'll browse a little bit and then you'll go into the theater and watch the fashion show of all of our athletes showcasing our local businesses. And then you'll have time to shop afterwards. So we're really, really excited about it.
Absolutely. And so talk to me a little bit about tickets for the event and how people can RSVP as well.
Yeah, so if you go to our Facebook page, Special Olympics Kansas Southeast Region, we have the event link to buy tickets, but tickets are $20. They include one drink, admission to the fashion show and the Sip and Shop, and then also a entry into a basket that was donated by one of the boutiques. But we have everything from clothing to we have a trucker hat bar coming, we have a charm bar coming, we have a boutique that's bringing flowers that you can make your own bouquet at. So it's really going to be a community event showcasing our local businesses, but also celebrating our athletes and having them involved in fundraising for the events that they're partaking in. So it's going to be a celebration all around.
Absolutely. Sounds like an incredible event. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Happy to have you. We'll of course have more information on our website about this event, KOAMnewsnow.com, later on today. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 7:42 on this Wednesday morning. Here's a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. So we now have this line of storms. In fact, it stretches all the way from Kansas City down south toward now just east of Tulsa. And you can see it's been cycling. No severe weather, but we'll get these storms picking up in intensity, then they kind of die down a bit, then they recycle again. So at the peak just 15 minutes ago, we were up to 100 lightning strikes in this line. We're down to 72, but we're starting to see lightning pick back up again. And remember, even if the storm's not severe, the lightning's still dangerous and deadly. Let's head into northeastern Oklahoma. So I want to emphasize too, if you are behind this line, you're done. So Lenapaw, Bartlesville, you're done. But if you're ahead of it, obviously not. That kind of goes without saying. We've got new development that's taking place back toward Newata and Oologah down toward Claremore. And then we've got the main batch up here pushing through Veneta and getting ready to roll into Miami. You're probably hearing some thunder, maybe seeing that lightning in the distance. This does, of course, include the Will Rogers Turnpike. Then we've got this line that it's trying to fill in again. It had filled into I-40, then it kind of broke apart, and now it's trying to redevelop. So we have this little thunderstorm that is now to the southeast of Strang, and this one could eventually get into J. We'll have to see what the activity by Claremore does. If it holds together or builds up a little more, it'll roll into the Grove area. Then we head into southeast Kansas. So Fredonia, Howard, Sedan, you're done. Independence, Coffeyville, you're almost done. Same in Chanute. But then we've got these thunderstorms now rolling into parts of Cherokee and Lebec counties, now around Parsons, Oswego, you just got through it. Columbus, heavy rain, and again, maybe some pea-sized hail on the leading edge of this, but nothing severe. Girard, you're in it. Pittsburgh, it is now officially on your back door. And up to the north, Fort Scott, you are in the thick of it, as well as Mound City. And again, back here, Iola, Yates Center, Fredonia, Burlington, you're pretty well done with the main thunderstorm complex. And this line again had stretched all the way to I-40. It fizzled out. Now you can see we've got new development taking place down there, and all of this activity lifting to the northeast. So you can watch how this filled in, died out, and now it's filling back in again, pushing up the I-44 corridor, pushing through southeast Kansas into Missouri. So all of us are going to get in on some kind of shower and thunderstorm activity. Future Track has been showing this for the last 3 days. The one consistency is it's going to wrap up by early afternoon. By noon, some lingering showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, mainly onto the Missouri side. And by about 2 o'clock, it's done. It is out of here. We're just left with those mostly cloudy skies. We'll eventually have gradually clearing skies by late evening and overnight. And without the cloud cover, it's going to get chilly tonight, but seasonably so. Upper 30s for many of us, maybe some low 40s here and there as well. Take a look at that sky from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. Those storms are right there, and they are coming into Joplin here soon. 52 is where we're sitting. Southeast breeze at 8. And around the region, we've got cool temperatures. Now warming up. We got 50 Monette and Cassville. You two have been the coolest locations all morning long. All of us low to mid 50s now. And again, we should have been in the upper 30s for our low. So we're well above normal. However, with the storms, the cloud, the rain, temperatures barely move through the morning. We're talking 54 by 8, 58 by 11, scattered storms, breezy, west winds, gusting 25 to 30. Showers are done by 2. We're mostly cloudy, highs upper 50s, low 60s. As we enter the night, again, the storms, the wind not the storms, but the winds will continue to be gusty tonight. So we'll probably get some wind chills out there as we fall back into the upper 30s. We're going to be near average for Thursday. Warmer Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 70, well above normal by Sunday. Showers and storms Sunday and Monday. And then that Arctic air mass with more showers by the middle of next week puts our temperatures well below normal. Lows into the upper 20s, low 30s, highs upper 40s, low 50s. So get ready for some cold air. Let's check your forecast. We're going to send it over to Lise now with Consumer Watch.
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, Chipotle shareholders are taking their restaurant chain to court over fallout from skimping on portion sizes. Chipotle shareholders filed a proposed class action lawsuit yesterday, claiming the company hate how many of its restaurants were being stingy with portion sizes. The lawsuit claims this forced the company to spend more on ingredients and its stock prices took a hit. The shareholders are crediting customers using social media platforms like TikTok to voice their displeasure. The lawsuit is seeking an unspecified amount. Well, Target stores will be taking Thanksgiving off, but will be extending the hours it's open through the holiday season. Now, you'll be able to shop early at Target on Black Friday. And Target says the day after Thanksgiving, it will open at 6 a.m. and will remain open until midnight. Following Black Friday, Target's holiday shopping hours will be from 7 a.m. to midnight, ending December 23rd. Target will be closed on Thanksgiving, and it's the 5th straight year Target is giving its staff the holiday off. And those are our top consumer stories. Let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell. Well, a local man once in and out of jail is using his talents as an artist to help others navigate the justice system and heal.
Esley Marin shows us how art is providing freedom for men who once thought they wouldn't find it.
Feel sad, happy, excited.
Creating art can feel like therapy.
A picture of me and my daughter.
At least it does for Lamont Williams.
I haven't taken him to the park in a long time.
Williams is one of 10 men that meet once a week in this garage for an art class where they draw, paint, and simply create.
I mean, like I said, it's therapeutic, and you know, and when we're having art class, it's quiet. You know, you can meditate at the same time.
All the men have something in common. They are or once were accused of committing felony crimes and now on a path to a better future.
It's just something so special, you know? Simple as a scribble.
Luis Castaneda is the teacher. He understands what his students may be going through. He had been in and out of jail for petty crimes and even served prison time for auto theft.
I feel grateful just to be next to them, you know? I feel grateful.
The program is put on by Victory Starts Now, a nonprofit that offers interim housing and a mental health diversion program to keep people out of the prison system and put them back into their community.
And one of the ways that he healed and grieved was through art.
Castaneda completed the program more than a year ago and has since created murals at several of VSN's 19 facilities across LA.
The power of Luis on the rest of the members in the house, because they saw someone that successfully completed the program, that it can be done, that here are great opportunities that await for you, right? People need a buy-in when they come into programs like this. They need to understand, like, why am I going to commit to this program?
William says he looks forward to this hour every week as a way to help express himself, hoping that his progress here will get him closer to spending more time with his girls.
Certainly impressive, and art helps heal in a number of ways.
Yes,
I mean, all sorts of different ways, and it's great that he's helping these folks find
utilizing
their way.
that. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, we're utilizing the Skywatch Storm Tracker to show you showers and thunderstorms. Look at this line. Again, nothing severe, but radar is picking up now on some pea-sized hail into Cherokee County. We're going to start in Oklahoma. We have showers, storms, probably in these purple or pinkish areas here. Probably some pea-sized hail possibly rolling into Miami. Another little batch stretching back toward Nawada, and now just exiting Oologah and Claremore. We go up into Kansas, Cherokee County. Here, we're about here at the station. So I've heard the thunder, but it's not quite here yet. But here comes that lightning and the rain. And that's the other thing. The storms aren't severe, but this lightning has been pretty intense. And it's dangerous and deadly whether the storms are severe or not. Fort Scott, Mountain City, Girard, Erie, in the thick of it. And a reminder, if you are behind this line, you're done. This line is all we're going to get today. We've had new development down to the south. It's probably going to roll into Benton County and parts of Berry County as well. Look at these storms continuing to push off to the northeast. Now, by about 2 o'clock, they're done. We're going to be chilly today. We're going to be breezy. West winds gusting upwards of 25. We'll have another look at your forecast, the news you need to know right after this.
Well, here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. Some good news for some Missouri residents. Spire gas customers will see a significant bill decrease starting Friday. The decrease is due to a new adjustment that reflects lower gas prices and the recovery of deferred costs from the 2021 winter storm. Assuming normal usage, the average monthly bill will drop by $18.70 for the typical Spire residential customer in western Missouri. And the nation is grappling with a growing shortage of pharmacists and pharmacy technicians, and Missouri is particularly affected, ranking among the lowest in pharmacist to population ratios. Some experts warn that if this issue isn't addressed soon, it could evolve into a serious public health crisis.
And we've got those showers and storms this morning. They will be done by about 2 o'clock across the area, leaving us mostly cloudy and cool. Upper 50s, low 60s, and again, west winds gusting 25, 30 miles an hour. It'll stay breezy overnight as well, so we could see some wind chills as we fall back into the upper 30s with that gradual clearing taking place. As we head into tomorrow, still chilly, but seasonably so. And we start warming up into the weekend, 70 by Sunday. Showers, thunderstorms as Sunday into Monday, and then that Arctic air mass that we are keeping a close eye on next week. We have shower chances. We got temperatures dropping very below normal. And yes, you've probably heard that four-letter word, snow. We're too far out to have any certainties, but it is something we want to monitor as we get a little closer. Could get our first little taste of winter next week.
All righty.
Possibly. I want to emphasize that.
All right. Well, 2 German slackliners break a world record over the weekend. The slack line was stretched between 2 flying hot air balloons 1.5 miles in the air.
The 2 Germans, Friday Kuhn and Lucas Ernler, set a new world record on Saturday. A previous record was a little over 1 mile and was set in Brazil just back that is not happening. Back in 2021.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah.
Oh my Lord.
That's enough.
That's
That's what nightmares are made of for me
certainly,
personally.
everyone that's watched this is now going to have a nightmare about this tonight, and more than one of them did it. Wow. Okay, well, thanks for letting us put the scary into your morning.
Yeah.
We'll be back today at noon.
Have a safe rest of your morning.